let's discuss 3 foods I would never touch as an acupuncturist.
Let us begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture's My Life. My name is Dr. Lott, a New York State board-certified doctor of acupuncture. I would love to discuss 3 foods that I would never touch as an acupuncturist. Now, I say this because this came to mind as I was coming to my clinic today. I noticed the places that individuals go right before going to work or going to school. I see the types of breakfast which they choose, and I'm like, oh, do you know what you're doing to yourself? Some of those people over years that are eating certain foods wound up in my office, and I had to explain to them, as some would not be totally honest in the foods that they eat, that I'd seen them at certain places indulging in certain types of cuisines. First food, bagels. So many of you guys leave the house, you're rushing, oh my gosh, I have to grab something to eat, and you're at the little bagel stand or bagel truck, or you're running inside of the store, getting a bagel with butter or cream cheese or jelly, what have you. Do you know what you're doing to your middle jiao when you're doing that? Now, to an acupuncturist, your middle jiao consists of both your spleen and your stomach. Now, if you've paid attention to me in past episodes, thousands of years ago in China, they saw the spleen as being similar to the pancreas. But the pancreas wasn't discovered yet as a separate organ from the spleen. Now, Western medicine, it's a separate organ, rightfully so. Middle jiao to an acupuncturist consists of both your spleen and your stomach. Spleen having similar functions to that of the pancreas. So when you're eating these terrible foods, it's not even food. I hate to even call it food. Think about it. When you're eating these foods, your stomach is screaming because those two internal organs have to extract nutrients from the foods in which you eat to help create qi and blood. And qi and blood is the foundation of your existence. You can be born with perfect internal organs, but without qi and blood, there is no function. So it's the job of the spleen and stomach, which sits in your middle jiao, which is similar to your gut area. It's the job of your middle jiao to extract nutrients from the foods in which you're putting in your mouth. But if you're putting things in your mouth that possess no nutrients, what do you think is going to be derived from it? You think of a bagel. How is it made? Where was it grown? It's just a filling. So now, when you're eating these foods, you're destroying the functions of the qi path within the spleen and the stomach, which is why a lot of times when you guys are done eating these foods, you feel lethargic, you feel bloated, distended. It negatively impacts your appetite. To an acupuncturist, that's a sign of spleen qi deficiency. It also damages the yin aspect of your organ. Every organ in your body has a yin and a yang aspect, and it must stay in balance for there to be homeostasis. So now, when you negatively impact the yin aspect of your stomach, there may be signs of constipation. It's hard to move your bowels. And many of you guys think that moving your bowels once a week or every other day is good. No. If you're eating 3 meals a day, you should be moving your bowels 3 times a day. If you're only eating 2 meals a day, you should be moving your bowels at least twice a day. Perfectly formed bowel movements. If you have loose stools, to an acupuncturist, that's a sign that the spleen, the qi of your spleen has been damaged. And we have to correct that. We have to tonify qi within the body, or if the yin aspect of your stomach has been damaged, we have to nourish yin. But bagels are not food. If it requires you getting up 15 minutes early just to eat a good breakfast, do that. If you're pressed for time, grab a fruit, banana, apple, pear, peach, mango, blueberries, and so on. Now, another going along with bagels is pastries. I witnessed so many of you guys grabbing pastries. Not good. The sugar or the fake sugar that's in those pastries, destroying your spleen, destroying your stomach. And I know many of you are upset with what I'm saying, but too bad. This is why you watch Acupuncture's My Life. This is why you subscribe to Acupuncture's My Life. But if you disagree with me, just go to the comment section and let me know why you think it's best that you eat bagels or pastries in the morning. Now for the health nuts, individuals that are really into their health. This next form of food, and I will qualify this as food, but not bagels, not pastries. There's so many foods out there that you guys indulge in that's terrible for you. Let's stick with breakfast and that quick pick-me-up. But smoothies, be careful. When you have a smoothie every morning, I don't recommend smoothies every morning because smoothies are cold. Now, internally, we have to have a 98-degree temperature internally. So when you're just first thing in the morning, just dropping a cold smoothie into that environment, it's going to cause disruption. It's going to affect the yang aspect of your internal organs. Remember, yin and yang must remain balanced. So constant cold foods can disrupt that balance because yin is cold, yang is hot. And when you're putting too much cold, being yin, you're increasing yin and you're losing that balance. Then it's going to affect your digestion. So you really want to be careful with smoothies. I would safely say out of a 7-day period, maybe 3 or 4 mornings. But what do you want to follow it up with? Not too long after that, maybe an herbal tea, something that's warm to get things balanced on the inside. But again, when it comes to breakfast, guys, please be careful. Leave the quick pick-me-ups, even coffee. A lot of you are going to yell at me. Coffee, no. If you can avoid it, substitute it with herbal teas. That'll be even better. But other than that, for a better life, make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?